Hello and welcome to episode 192 of WITM. It's time for NXT, and about 1 month after WrestleMania, Corey has returned. He has made his way to the NXT ring. He has a microphone in hand. Let's hear what Corey has to say regarding WrestleMania and his return to WWE at the bottom of the rankings in NXT. And sit back and grab your popcorn, because this is a very long promo that I have gone over my head pretty much ever since my Corey character lost. So grab your popcorn or your favorite snack. Corey begins speaking. For the third time in my career, because of my own actions, I was forced to take a leave of absence from the WWE. But before I get to that, I want to talk about my state of mind the past year or so and what happened after WrestleMania. At WrestleMania 34, I fought alongside Andrew and Austin Aries, trying to put the McMahons out of power. And despite all that, after we lost, Shane McMahon welcomed me to SmackDown Live, and just 1 month later gave me an Intercontinental title opportunity against AJ Styles, and I won. Even after I lost the Intercontinental title, I was put in the main event of SmackDown Live week after week. I was even put in the main event of pay-per-views ahead of the defending WWE champion. But it wasn't enough. I was given chance after chance to regain the Intercontinental Championship. But it wasn't enough. I became WWE champion. But it wasn't enough. Day after day, I received emails, letters, tweets, Facebook comments, you name it, from people telling me that everything I accomplished, I owed to Andrew. That in the Indies, Andrew made us. That Andrew was responsible for getting my foot in the door in the WWE. And that my legacy would never be able to match that of Andrew's. It tore me apart to think that the WWE Universe thought I owed anyone anything. And I began to hate and resent Andrew. I decided I had to prove once and for all that Andrew was a washed up, beat up, has-been, and that I was better than him. So I put everything on the line, and I challenged him at WrestleMania. During the first match, Extreme Rules, I wrestled the match of my life. I used environmental damage, weapons, savior kicks. I even managed to reverse the flatline once. There was no doubt in my mind the first match was mine, and I went in for the kill. But Andrew evaded. I went in for the kill 3 more times, but Andrew evaded again and again and again. Next thing I knew, Andrew trips my leg and hits that flatline, and the referee counts 1, 2, 3, and I've lost the first match. So I think, no problem. How hard can it be to put in a 150-pound vegan or cruiserweight? How hard can it be to put a 150-pound cruiserweight vegan through a table? I'll make this quick. Again and again, I put Andrew against that table, and again and again and again, I go for the kill, and he evades. Next thing I know, once again, he trips the leg, and I go through the table. I look up at the lights, and at 100 plus screaming and cheering fans as Andrew's music plays, and I lay there in immense pain in a pile of splinters. Then I fade to black. When I woke back up, I realized I was in a London hospital. I looked at my body. It was covered in tubes and wires. My arm was still in some of the most intense pain I've suffered in my life, even with painkillers. And about a dozen stitches were in my head. I looked over to my right, and the next thing I see is Andrew, still in his full wrestling gear. He couldn't help but have a grin across his face as he said to me, "Hey there, buddy. I kept my promise." I immediately summoned the nurse and had her force Andrew to leave. After a few more days in the hospital, I decided to fly back home. Not to my home alone in Tampa Bay, or the motorhome that I used to travel, but back to Erie, Pennsylvania, to my family and friends. I expected to arrive at Erie International Airport to a barrage of hugs, cheers, and claps, but there was no one there. Not one friend or family member. There were some people that recognized me, though, at the airport, and they shouted to me, "Turn right back around. You're a disgrace to the city. You're not welcome here." I called for an Uber driver to my parents' place. Other than asking me for my destination and giving me the total, he said not one word to me the entire half-hour ride home. Eventually, I arrived at my parents', and I was greeted with hugs and "good to see you." But over dinner, I learned the truth. The reason my parents did not greet me is because they could not be seen in public with me. As it is, whenever they are in public, they have insults hurled at them, saying, "How dare you raise a son like Corey? He's a disgrace, and you're just as bad for not raising him right." The part that got to me the most was when they told me that when people stop them and ask, "Hey, aren't you Corey's mom or dad?" they have a hard time deciding if they are going to admit it or not. On Sunday, I decided to go to church. I figured if anyone could give me advice on my life and what to do with my career, it would be my pastor. As I walked into the sanctuary, the laughing and talking immediately stopped, and I was greeted by about 100 people staring seemingly right into my very soul. After the service, I got my one-on-one with my pastor. What he told me broke my heart. He said that about half of the congregation left the church after hearing some of the things I said as the Holy Warrior, thinking I must have gotten those ideas from the church. However, despite everything I've done, both my parents and my pastor said the same thing. I couldn't let my past mistakes define my legacy. I have to make things right. And that's exactly what I am here to do. I want to say to anyone I hurt, offended, stabbed in the back, etc., I am truly sorry. I will gain back everything I've lost, but this time I'm going to do it right. Without controversy, without whining and complaining, with respect for my opponents, with respect for the authority and those who paved the way for me, including Andrew. And speaking of Andrew, I wish I could say this to your face, but I know you're busy scouting talent for 205 Live. Andrew, I accuse you of trying to take away my opportunities, but then I tried to do the very same to you. Everything you sacrificed for, that I myself once used to help you fight for. That was so very wrong of me. And I apologize. Andrew, your legacy is unmatched. I understand that I will never be able to surpass it. No longer will I obsess over trying to surpass you and tarnish your legacy. Instead, I'll establish my own, but this time doing it the right way. With, if you're willing to forgive me, the WWE Universe behind me. Andrew, I hope one day you can find it in you to forgive me and we can be friends again. That being said, You hold the key to getting back what I lost, the NXT Championship. So for old time's sake, do me a favor. Hold on tight to it, because I'm coming for you again. It's great to be back in the ring, and I can't wait to get back to wrestling. The future is right here in NXT, and no, I'm not just talking about myself this time. I realize there's 20 plus men who are going to be hitting just a little harder when they face me. But I can't wait for the challenge. Thank you. Alright, so Corey seems like he has been humbled after his crushing defeat by the hands of Andrew at WrestleMania 35. He will start at the very bottom of the rankings, not as severely bad as it was before. Now the Cruiserweights are a 205 Live exclusive, but still at number 21 against 20 plus men that he has had insulted in the past, that Corey said truthfully will be hitting just a little harder when they go head to head in that ring with Corey. So Corey will be making his return to action in this edition of NXT, and he's got a tough test ahead of him. It's in the main event. It's a hardcore Falls Count Anywhere match, and it's against a man who has been on quite a roll, formerly known as the Independents.
In a match I am sure we will not soon forget.
Formerly known in the Independents as Tommy End, now known as Aleister Black. So Corey's first chance to take a modest rise in the rankings, nowhere to go but up, is in the main event and a hardcore match against Aleister Black. Corey makes his return to action on NXT and our episode 192 match. Let's get underway.
Don't change that channel. We have singles action coming up next. We have a real fan favorite in a match that will be etched in the record books.
Oh man, I can't wait to see these two go at it.
Somebody let me out, I'm about to face on the rage. I'm piecing the plays together while you sleep on the way. That I keep on it 24/7, I'll sleep in the grave. Ha! And you can bet that, cause if you thinking for a minute that you're catching me slipping, you can forget that. It's probably obvious I came for the throne. Snatch the crown from your dome, now the king's come home. I'm taking back what's mine, I ain't giving in to what they tell me. Nah, I ain't listening. Can't deny I was made for this. Shove it back in the faces you say I'd miss. I'm taking back what's mine, I ain't giving in to what they tell me.
Alright, here we go. Corey's first action in 1 month. That devastating loss losses to Andrew at WrestleMania. Corey, of course, with a new entrance theme, new Titantron, new entrance, new everything. It's a whole fresh start for Andrew, or rather for Corey, symbolized by that symbol on the front of his t-shirt. That is a refresh or restart symbol. And on the back of Corey's shirt is the NXT logo, and it reads, "It all begins again." This is indeed a refresh, a restart, a new beginning for Corey. Corey's new entrance theme also symbolizes that it's fittingly called Second Chance, and it's by the band Glamour of the Kill. This is a hardcore match, and Corey and Aleister Black fighting over control of that baseball bat. None of them have control now. Corey out-stripped into that steel post. Welcome back to the WWE, Corey. Right back to the type of wrestling he participated in at WrestleMania. Hardcore wrestling. Now Corey with a submission. And he does not have an easy task. Because this is NXT does not mean that the competition is of a lower quality. Aleister Black has been on a roll as of late, quickly rising up the rankings. Corey is hoping to do the same thing, and defeating Aleister Black, stopping that momentum, would be a great start. And can't really see very well. Now Black up to his feet, and Corey again out-stripped into that ring post. But reversal by Corey. Reversal by Aleister Black.
This kind of offense he's known for.
Yeah, you're right about that. He's made a name for himself.
Spinning roundhouse by Corey.
He's starting to stagger.
Russian leg sweep.
He came into this match expecting a fight, and that's exactly what he's getting.
I tell you, we knew this was going to be a
Corey
close affair, but I don't think
back in possession of that baseball bat he brought into play way earlier. Black avoids the first shot and then grabs it away from Corey. And will attack Corey with it and then throw it on top of him. Stomp to the leg. There's another.
This is a war. This is an all-out war.
Reversal by Corey.
He's inflicting some
Headbutt.
pain here. It looks like we're going to see
And a
what
stomp.
kind of pain they
Corey
can
again in
cause
possession of that
these
baseball
people.
bat. And this time it finally connects before he throws it down.
Well, I've never seen him do that before.
Elbow
What these
drop.
guys do with absorbing the punishment they're about to receive out
Stomp to
here.
the back.
He saw that one coming. Wow! And the action could not be
Kick to the
contained
chest.
inside
Reversal by
that ring.
Corey. I wish they would get in an area where we could get a better camera angle, but oh well. Swinging neck breaker.
He's certainly showing us
Knee
something
drop.
new from his repertoire.
That's cool. I like new stuff.
It looks like we're going to see
Corey
what
forces
kind of
Black
pain
to his
they can
feet.
inflict out here on the floor.
Out-strip into the barricade. And then out-strip by Black, and Corey will wisely just collapse to avoid heading into those steel steps. Corey catches the
He
leg.
gets out of trouble there.
And down goes Black. Corey forces Aleister Black to his feet.
Gotta watch out.
And a big DDT on that thinly padded
Something to
mat.
take lightly. How will these guys do with absorbing the punishment they're about to receive out here? And he reversed it. Good
Reversal by Aleister Black. And just plunging Corey with his knees into that mat and goes for a cover.
kick out, much to
And Corey powers out at 2.
This guy's resilient. He's not even beat down yet. Really pushing
Corey
his
rolls
opponent
out of the
to
way.
limit here.
ouch. After a
STO
move like that, he's gonna
takedown.
need to see a chiropractor or a
Stomp
spine
to the
specialist.
shoulder.
Whatever he's comfortable with. No pun intended, of course.
Yeah, he's
Reversal
not gonna
by
be
Black
comfortable
with an
for a while.
elbow. And again, plunging Corey into the mat with his knees.
And now, a debilitating
Now submission
blow being
locked in.
applied to the jugular.
Targeting the head and arm of Corey. But Corey is able to free himself with a knee.
Action outside. Oh, out here you have to be able to think on your feet
Backbreaker
like
by
you can.
Aleister Black.
One mistake, one moment of hesitation.
Out-strip
and you
into the
can find yourself in a
barricade.
world of hurt.
He's looking. My God, his body's
Reversal by
been through hell.
Corey.
His ribs have bore the brunt of the attack.
STO
I don't think
takedown.
you get a doctor out here as a precaution. Damaged ribs like that can make it hard to breathe.
Elbow drop. Stomp to the head. Corey tries to force Black to his feet, but a reversal by Black, who goes for another cover. And Corey powers out this time at 1. And Black taunting Corey now. And a running kick by Aleister Black. Stomp to the arm. Curb stomping Corey's body into the mat. Now Aleister Black biding his time. Corey was in a hospital bed just a few weeks ago. Now on the outside of a ring in a hardcore environment with one of NXT's most fearsome competitors. Corey forced back into the ring now. Forces Corey to his feet. And looks like Black's looking to finish this match. It's a pile driver. Is Corey going to remain at the bottom of the NXT rankings? No, at least not yet. He powers out at 2, and Black asking himself what's it going to take to put Corey away, keep his momentum rolling. And a series of stomps to the head of Corey, and those stitches that Corey suffered from WrestleMania open right back up. But Corey's fighting on. He knows every match is a must win, and now he's looking for the spear, and that connects. Does Corey have a crucial victory in his NXT return? No. And Corey in disbelief, he thought he had the match won, but the referee says no, this match continues. And reversal by Aleister Black. Taking a moment to rest in the corner and taunt Corey, who's trying to desperately get back to his feet, and Corey just kicked across the ring. And another pile driver. Stomp to the shoulder. Stomp to the back of the leg. Forces Corey to his feet. Reversal by Corey. Huge DDT. Goes for cover. And Black powers out at 2. Corey trying to attack the shoulder of Black, but reversal. Reversal by Corey with an elbow. Now a kick, but Black catches the leg. Chop and several strikes send Corey into the corner in a seated position. Now a sit-out powerbomb. And Corey powers out just the nick of time. Again, Black asking himself, what's it going to take to face Corey, or to defeat Corey? Stomp to that bloodied head of Corey. Enziguri to that bloodied head. And Black again, take a moment to rest in the corner. Kick to the back of Corey. And another. Stomp to the chest. Corey Wise is going to roll outside the ring to try to get back in this match, and forces Black in the corner, but a reversal. And a kick to the head of Corey, now a submission. Targeting that bloodied head and the body. It's locked in well. Corey just barely was able to break the hold. Black right back on the attack, showing why he's rised up the rankings so quickly. Corey evades the drop kick and a huge DDT. But Corey's low on stamina. He's been taking an offensive assault constantly. It's no wonder. Corey goes for cover. And Aleister Black powers out at 2. Kick to the back. Black catches the leg. And a suplex. Stomp to the shoulder.
Thank you for choosing to spend your Wednesday night with us. We appreciate
Curb
your
stomping the
choosing
body of
to be
Corey
there.
into the canvas and goes for a cover.
What a kick out. He almost
And again, Corey powers out, and again, Black asking himself what's it going to take to put Corey away for the last 5 minutes or so. It's been all Aleister Black, but Corey knows every match in NXT is a must-win. And continues to fight on, but look at that blood completely covering the face of Corey. Those stitches from WrestleMania reopened up. He's going to need even more. He goes for a savior kick, but Black evades. Goes for another. Black catches him with a backbreaker.
We may have discovered his favorite move.
You think? He
Stomp
seems
to the
use it
back.
often enough.
I don't remember the last time he
Stomp to the
executed that
elbow.
maneuver.
And again, Black resting in the corner and taunting Corey.
Not this.
He's looking at it again.
That submission locked in again, this time center ring. Corey nearly
Does that look painful?
tapped last time. Will this be enough to put him away? No, Corey breaks the hold. There's that savior kick. This time it connects. Well, very bloody Corey win his NXT debut. Now he's thinking spear. Black evades. Forces Corey up. And now he's looking for that one I thought was a power driver. Rather, it's a power bomb into a cover. And Corey evades. Now it's a Boston Crab. Corey breaks the hold. But how much damage has been done to Corey? He might be right back on the shelf with a new injury. And now looking for that pile driver. And it connects. Black could have easily won the match, but he wants to dish out more punishment to Corey. He must be one of the NXT talents that isn't too happy with what Corey said in the past, but that cockiness could cost him. Corey wisely trying to take this match outside. Looking for a weapon potentially as an equalizer. No, he's waiting for Black to come and join him outside.
This one's getting ugly. You might want to turn away if you have a weak heart.
What a match here in Corey's NXT debut. Baseball bat, but reversal by Black. Roush into the LED board. Now a DDT. Stomp to the chest. Roush into the barricade.
And he gets out of the way. Action outside, and the action could not be
Series of knees to the back of Corey.
He's too busy bragging and boasting than battling in this matchup.
And Black yet again taunting Corey.
And he reversed it.
Reversal by Corey with an elbow. And a punch.
He's delivering an old-fashioned
Swinging neck breaker into a cover.
1, 2.
And Black powers out at 2.
Boy, he is really tired now. That tank of his has to be reading empty.
It has to be, King. But I still don't see him
Elbow
giving up.
drop. Stomp to the arm.
That stop might have only lasted a
Stomp
second, but it's
to
gonna be felt
the
for
back.
That may be felt for a lifetime. Well, we're on the move here.
Reversal by Black.
Great reversal.
Reversal by Corey.
A knockdown, drag out
Stomp to the
ball,
chest.
complete with a big stomp.
And these guys are throwing
And another.
bombs. They're pulling out all the stops.
Forces Black to his
These guys
feet.
do with absorbing the punishment
Reversal.
they're about to receive out here.
He was one step ahead on that one.
Reversal by
He saw
Corey.
that one coming.
Black catches the leg.
Acrobatic tricks.
And
Once
connects
you
with a
get out of
kick.
the ring, anything can happen. You've got exposed steel, concrete, the barricades, and all of it can
Black
be used to cause massive
Plunging the
damage.
leg of Corey into that mat. Stomp to the chest. And a kick. Stomp to the shoulder.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so
Reversal by
physical.
Corey.
You're right about that, Cole. This is
Corey getting fired up.
Man, look at this. That's right. Just keep
A
going.
stomp.
Repeat. Well, the trick sometimes when you get outside the ring is survival.
Now attacking the head of
match becomes almost
Black.
secondary when you get near all these dangerous objects. Well, out here you have to be able to think
stomp to the back of the leg. And another. Forces Black up. STO takedown. And another stomp. Now a hammer and chin lock.
This might be it. This hold is locked in really good. Yeah, he's got to get the pressure off somehow. Watch it. What strength.
Black breaks the hold.
He anticipated that move perfectly.
Reversal by Corey. There's this. Oh no, I thought it connected, but Black evaded it yet again. Corey going for that spear and ships Corey back into the ring. Yet another taunt by Black. Stomp to the back. Nice reversal by Corey. Corey wants to go back outside. I guess he feels he has a better chance outside. Waiting for Black to join him.
Athletes looking to prove their dominance in there, but only one can walk out victorious. Who will it be? And the boot connects.
And Black does join him outside. Reversal by Black. Black wants Corey in the ring. Corey wants Black outside. And yet another taunt by Aleister Black. Stomp to the back. There's another. Stomp to the back. Stomp to that bloodied head. And Black, not the type of man you would think to do so, but he wants to take flight. Stomp to the chest of Corey. Corey avoids the stomp. Reversal by Black.
That's a great example of a highly efficient
Kick.
and highly effective strike. What placement.
And looks like a variation of a brainbuster. Yet again, Black taunting Corey in the corner.
This is unreal. He saw that one coming.
Reversal by Corey.
Nice dodge there.
Roll up pin attempt. And just in the nick of time, Corey powers out.
And he fails to connect with anything that time.
Corey avoids the stomp, but the kick will connect, and Corey's on the ropes. And goes tumbling outside. And Black's not done. Suicide dive. Goes for cover. Referee taking his time to get there. But that will be enough. What a contest. But Corey is going to remain at the bottom of the NXT rankings. It's a victory for Aleister Black. Alright, what a match. Corey's NXT debut was a instant classic, but unfortunately it's going to end in a loss. Corey's struggles from SmackDown Live will be carried over to NXT. You're going to need several more stitches, possibly sustain another injury. We'll check the news. And Corey will remain at the bottom of NXT's rankings at number 21. And no injury sustained surprisingly. So that at least is good news for Corey. Alright, and we'll advance and find our next match. Will we see Gerald on Raw's portion of our main event? We will not, so we'll send that. Just one moment. Mark Henry defeats Darren Young. Aaliyah defeats Mandy Rose and Nia Jax. And Braun Strowman defeats Jinder Mahal. Now we advance to SmackDown's portion of the main event. Are we going to finally get to see Dalton Roush in action in his second WITM match? We are not. So Billie Kay defeats Natalya and Alexa Bliss. Mickie James defeats Tamina. And Rhino defeats Sami Zayn, Sin Cara, and Apollo Crews. Now we advance to 205 Live. Are we going to see Andrew in action? Strangely, without his Cruiserweight Championship. Andrew not pictured there. And he will not be in action. So we will send this 205 Live. Been a while since we've had a 205 Live without Andrew. So that will be the end of this episode because it's time for another off-screen rankings update. In episode 193, we will, if I actually remember to this time, get the full rankings update on the WITM 4 and reveal what our next WITM match is, likely Gerald on Monday Night Raw. That is going to do it for episode 192. Until 193, this is Corey, signing off.